This is another edition of Updates with me, Precious. Thank you so much as you join us, and welcome to another day for Updates with Precious. My name is Precious. So today, very quickly, we won't look at wetin Justice Mary Odili talk and wetin make the matter don dey go far well. As she mentioned am for inside Justice J.K. Gazama colloquium wey bin happen over the weekend.
This colloquium and book launch in honor of Chief Kyari Gazama upon the attainment of 25 years as the senior advocate of Nigeria is an epochal achievement. It is no doubt appropriate that the theme is, quote, the Nigeria of our dreams, a call to the patriots. I say so in the light of the prevailing situation in Nigeria as a result of the 2023 general elections, which has generated a lot of storm, necessitating the conversation which we are about to indulge in, as there seems to be moves to throw the nation into chaos or conflagration. These may be brought about by some individuals and groups who, fanning the embers of hatred, bigotry, and tribalism, fail to see the possible outcomes of the utterances without caution that are being thrown around. It is human to feel cheated or having the short end of the stick, but one who is not declared a winner at any of the electoral contests, such emotions, however grim, does not justify bringing the roof down, the roof of our nation. The reason is simple, that in such an eventuality, that aggrieved person may not be spared, as the commotion that would ensue would be like an unguided missile which could land anywhere and upon anyone. Therefore, in ventilating our points of view and facts at the electoral tribunals or other courts, a sense of responsibility from all parties is demanded. The situation does not call for the blackmail of the judges or the posting of speculatory hypotheses, giving them such a life of their own, which run riot and accepted by the hapless and innocent in the society as the truth. Knowing the quality of participants at this colloquium, and I'm happy, professional, those who are well equipped in litigation matters or electoral disputes. Chief Olonegweku is a master, and our Attorney General, recently sworn in. These are experts. I am confident that having such persons here, including our chief host, Chief J.K. Gazama, there is confidence that at the end of the day, a resetting of the mind would be taking place, and we would keep things in perspective in the full knowledge that elections are seasonal and litigations relating thereto of the same bed. And so, when the seasons are gone, the courts get back to their natural and regular duties of adjudication regarding the affairs and rights of all persons, irrespective of their status in life. J.K. Gazama, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, has called us to this discourse, lest we forget our past, the recent happenings in our country, and the need for a restoration of the ethos and the values for which the founding fathers had set in motion as guide to all of us, young and old, irrespective of the positions we occupy in the society. we all have to get our acts together and rebuild our nation.
First of all, I know they here alone, and I get my Ogbonge Mr. Darlington with me. Now, me and Anai did this matter together. Mr. Darlington, welcome as usual.
Welcome.
Here as to take play the video so, and people use them also hear them so. So, what's be the big deal about what she talk? As it take be, why you think say this thing when she talk, they cause plenty noise and people they make noise about them?
Thank you, Precious. We are facing interesting times. Yes, a lot is going on. Even these are the ones we have had. There are many that we have not had that is going on behind the scene.
Hey,
you know that this thing started when there was rumor of tribunal judgment. They
yes,
were fixing date and people were speculating date and all that.
Wouldn't be saying at 16th, but tribunal people can't talk say no, not be them fixed and say 16th na lie.
Exactly. So you see, they are flying a kite, and they are looking for people they can use, and they found such a person in Mary Odili. Because what she said is unbecoming for a retired justice. I don't know what is her own and what is going on at the tribunal. For her to be praising people like Olanigbeku, who is Tinubu's defense lawyer. When you look at that and what she said about people should accept the tribunal verdict and should not bring down the country because it did not go their way and all that. What was she insinuating? What was she? And to make matters worse, we hear say that thing wey she read, it was written.
Because you go see, say she even try struggle to see it.
That means somebody package it. You know, somebody package it. And I think if you do what they ask her to do very well, maybe a position is coming. Remember, they have recorded all the ambassadors. That means some people may be getting ambassadorial position for the role they are playing now. So, I don't think she should be involved in this type of thing.
So, first of all, Mr. Darlington, wait till make her ask why it be big deal. You know, even the CJN been there for that same event. She also follow comment the CJN. That's now one. And two, the JK Gazama. Now, person will be saying him and Ozokome. They follow for people will be PDP. Council for inside this same tribunal. So why this going to be so much of a big deal anyway? Why it be say you get a mixture of people with the PDP and then APC people inside that
if
event?
you ask me, some of them is either they have a hint of what is coming and they are trying to water the ground. You know, they are trying to sample people's opinion, their reactions and all that. It is not by mistake that such a gathering took place. It's not by mistake.
So now where be say the gathering don't take place now, and she talk wetin she talk. People don't read too many meanings to her. In fact, as we talk to you now, people they talk say they see they talk allegedly say they see she and her husband for Heathrow Airport for London. You feel say the opera where this statements make now if it follow for wetin make her don't travel.
Exactly. They want because I don't think she even knew what she was reading. I'm thinking that somebody gave her that thing because, like, as far as I'm concerned, though, that thing where she talk, is not the Mary day that I know. I'm telling you, she wouldn't have descended so low to read such a script. She couldn't have written such a thing because what is her interest? If she's not fronting for somebody, why would she do and say such things now?
Okay, so now talking about fronting for someone, speculation don't talk. Say the closeness between Mary Odili, Peter Odili, the godfather of Odili, the godfather of Wike. You understand that closeness? Is there any relationship there between that matter? Especially considering say just a few weeks ago, rumor been they go around say then they try use Mary Odili to use talk to the lobby the Supreme Court judges, but she come deny and say that kind of thing no day if they for papers. So you feel say all of these things somehow then add up.
There is no smoke without fire. In fact, after what Bukachua after that revelation.
Mm.
You don't need anybody to tell you what is going on with our judiciary. You don't need anybody. Politicians look for the weak ones among them, people that they can manipulate. You know, they are looking for people like that whom they can manipulate. It is obvious that Mary Odili is doing a hatchet job for somebody. And for a retired justice of the Supreme Court, it is not her calling to be doing such things, because she has reached the pinnacle of her career. Why would she be seen in such a gathering and making such statements? I am sure that statement she read is not her. She did not write it. If she wrote that statement, she will not be finding it difficult to read.
Friday last week, now NLC come out, come talk, say then go warning strike for Tuesday and Wednesday. Tuesday na 5th of September, Wednesday na 6th of September. Today, now we come here by PEPT say to on the 6th of September, when it be Wednesday, then go give the tribunal judgment. Yes. And this notice coming, so now only 1 day in between, 9 day the notice, because you give us the notice today will be Monday for the tribunal judgment to take place on Wednesday. Yes. You know, and then this one happened just a day after the announcement, come a day after Justice Mary Odili announcement, you know, talk for Kolokwa begin go viral. Exactly. All of this is where they happen back to back to back. It gets as they take they connected, because Nigerians don't they want put one on two together to talk, say all these ones, why be say this kind of things, then they get to they happen like this.
That is why I tell you, say no smoke without fire. No smoke. The only difference here is that no matter how high a bird will fly, we will always see the underbelly. Whatever Mary Odili is cooking, it will soon be cooked now, and then she will bring it out. Everybody will see it, because it is unbecoming for a retired Supreme Court judge to be involved in all these shenanigans. You know, the series of things that have been linked to her since the tribunal matter started is not her calling. I don't know what they promise her or what she stands to gain. She's already retired from the pinnacle of her career. So what else is she looking for? If not a position? All these things that she's saying now, to whose end? And you know that Mary Odili, Peter Odili, and Nyesom Wike, they have a bond. You know, they have a bond, and you know the type of role Wike is playing. So I will not be surprised that Wike's hand may be in all these things. I will not be surprised at all that Wike's hand may be in all these things. Maybe APC is getting to her through Wike, since Wike has gotten an appointment under an APC administration. So they would have used him to reach out to Mary Odili, you know, promising.
So you feel so this one they connected with Wike being Minister of FCT?
They are more than connected. They are more than connected, because Mary Odili and Peter Odili cannot be acting independently without Wike, because Wike now is seen as the godfather of river politics, even though she's an APC man now. She couldn't be acting on her own. There is a connection based on what happened in the past between them, and based on what Wike has been saying with his mouth. So all these things are connected. But what I'm saying is that, why should it be so? We have been saying that the judiciary should purge itself of the baggages they are carrying, especially when it comes to serious cases like this. And now they are going back into their infamy. That means whatever the people are expecting may not even happen. That is the truth.
So wetin go fit happen if e be say wetin the people dey expect no happen? Because by the statement wey Mary Odili talk, she talk say make people no comot their roof because of say judgment no go their way. So wetin be the worst wey fit happen really?
The thing is that, let me tell you, the thing is that DSS this evening, then they tell you say some people are planning to cause violent riot all over the country, and they have identified the people and they are monitoring them. That means people have, you know, they are preempting people's reaction when the tribunal judgment come out. So that means
and meanwhile NLC they do protests within that same time too.
So they were going to clamp down on some people in the name of preventing riot and the violence. That's what's going to happen. They are going to preempt, and that is why these other Odilis, they have left the country, so that if anything happen, they will be hearing it from abroad. That is what I feel. There is no other reason.
That is if they are the rumor of them leaving the country.
Of course, yeah, now, because I mean, she know that what she said is she listened to the social media now. She know that what she said, people did not take it kindly. She have read and heard what the reaction of people, and it's making her uncomfortable. That's the truth. It's making her uncomfortable. So in the case of anything happening, they want to be at a safety point. You know. That is the reason.
So Mr. Darlington, make we face this Presidential Election Petition Tribunal. Wetin be the things and we feel likely happen? Because if you look the matter then we did before the court of Presidential Election Tribunal, make we start with the APM movement. That is APM political party their matter. Where they talk say Shetima candidacy supposed they invalidated because of say in being hold dual candidacy at the time of election. When our constitution talks say if not so, then it's supposed to be invalidated. Yes. If in candidacy they invalidated, by that it may say Ogatinubu candidacy too supposed to be invalidated because he no field vice presidential candidate at the appropriate time because of the invalidation of Shetima candidacy. So that one now one case. We get the case of P2B where plenty wey dey against them, including the fact say dem bring evidence to show against INEC say the election get mago inside. Then we get the one wey be say PDP and Atiku Abubakar carry come to, wey be say they show in different ways, including things wey get to do with the competence and character of the person wey finally win the election. So how you think say as a lawyer now, not preempting the court as it were, but how you think say, you know, and which kind of judgment go fit PEPT fit come out with wey go make people uncomfortable?
Now let me tell you, let us go back to 1979. What I'm seeing here is a deja vu. What happened before is
okay, yes, like say they repeat again. We dey do it like say na for dream, I been a reality.
This is a deja vu because in 1979, Awolowo was in fact he was clearly the leader of the winner of that election. But some MPN stalwart, they went to go and manufacture the so-called 12 to 3rd of the states. But we have 19 states then. It was with that mathematical abracadabra that they used to knock off Awolowo. And when that thing was introduced, they have not even ruled the matter. When Obasanjo, who was the military head of state then, was showing Shagari around Dodan barracks, already people were boiling. You know, that time capital was in Lagos. People were boiling, tension. The North were rooting for their man to become president.
Maybe Shagari.
Yes, Shagari. And Obasanjo saw the mood. The Supreme Court saw the mood that the country was on a tenterhook. It was based on that the Supreme Court now ruled in favor of Shagari. But he said that they will give reason for their judgment 6 months after. That was what Graham Douglas said. So it's going to be a political consideration, a political ruling.
So which kind judgment they can give their reason 6 months later?
One, the man the Tinubu, who is the president now, has already consolidated governance. The governance structure he has put in place now has gone far. If you remove him now, before the government can rewind, you know, it will take a while, and that is why do you think they delayed this judgment? So that he can consolidate more and more. That is the truth. They delayed this deliberately. It's not as if they don't know. All these things that you are hearing now, after all, human beings are in that tribunal, and they may have their interests. All these things that you are hearing now is I am trying to speculate that they have a hint of where the judgment is going, the direction it will go. They have an idea.
But are they supposed to have an idea?
They're not supposed to, but are we not human beings? Do you know how much somebody will even collect to hint them on where they are going? Is it not money? Somebody may collect money and say, look, oh, this thing is coming your way, or this thing is not coming your way.
So, Mr. Darlington, if these judgments go either way, what will it go mean to our constitution and our democracy?
My dear, we have seen worse things, so this one will not be the worst. We have seen worse things before in Nigeria. I just told you about Shagari and Awolowo. And you and I know that in a normal setting, Shagari is not a match to Awolowo politically. It is inconceivable that Shagari will win an Awolowo in an election in Nigeria. It's not possible. It is not possible. Who is Shagari? A school teacher. Nobody had his name throughout the independence struggle. Nothing. So how could he win Awolowo in a contest if not that something went underneath? Unfortunately, the people that betrayed Awolowo are the people he gave a free education. His own kinsmen who enjoyed his free education when he's premier of the Western region. They were the people that betrayed him. So Awolowo died in frustration and anger because having seen that it was his own people, Abiola's Concord, Richard Akinjide, and Obasanjo, his kinsmen, they were the one that torpedoed his presidential ambition. And I know that if Awolowo had won that election, some of the things that are happening today, it wouldn't have happened. There are people that would have gone into political oblivion, you know, because if Awolowo had come into power, he would have reshaped this country. He had an idea of where Nigeria should be. Some of the people now who are gallivanting all over the place, they wouldn't have a place if people like Awolowo have ruled Nigeria. He would have consigned them to history. But look at how they have frustrated all our prophets. We now have charlatans. Charlatans lording it all over us. Even the Shagari, look at how the presidency ended in disaster. It was Umaru Diko that was running it. So the tribunal should be very careful based on what has happened before. If you give an incompetent man a job to do, how will he do it? Or is it tomorrow now we start lamenting when we know what happened and how it happened? I mean, we should go back. That judgment in favor of Shagari, did he favor Nigeria? He didn't. His regime lasted for just one term. When the country was sliding into something else. Shagari was just there. Umaru Diko and the other henchmen in MPN, they were the one running the show. Is that a president? In the same vein, if you hand over this country to incompetent hands, that means we are going back to Egypt. In fact, we have not even come out from Egypt before.
Who will carry us go Egypt before?
Is it not APC? From one APC, incompetent APC leader to another one. You can see what is happening. The 3 months he has been in office, look at what is going on. Look at the lamentation all over the place. Even he himself said it, that he inherited a bad economy. The vice is lamented. So that means we are into a deeper mess. At this point now, we don't need the sentiment. If people love Nigeria, they should do the right thing. All this one that they are using people here and there, it will not help. Rather, it will plunge Nigeria into deeper mess. At the end of the day, nobody will be better for it. That's what we are saying. You remember that Mary Odili's husband, Peter Odili, there is a perpetual court injunction that nobody should probe him.
Yes.
Himself and Babangida, they are the only two Nigerians that are enjoying that privilege as of today. And you ask yourself, why? Two Nigerians that the court have said nobody should tamper with their right and whatever, or whatever they did, nobody should call them to question.
Then which kind of democratic
I
government
am
would they
telling
practice?
you, these are
Oh
things
no,
that
if you ask person question.
these are things that irritate some of us. We now ask, you mean these people are superhuman being or what? What I don't understand. All the other governors that ran with that was Peter Odili set, some of them were probed now. Some of them were probed. So why is the Peter Odili case so important? Was it because the wife was appointed to the Supreme Court by Babangida, or what? I don't understand. So you can see how people are.
Now, Babangida time she reached Supreme Court.
Of course, I think so. Yes, I think so. That it was one that appointed her. Yeah, it was the one, because I don't think it's Obasanjo. It wasn't Obasanjo. It wasn't. So if somebody can now be using.
For Babangida time, she don't reach the level to be a Supreme Court judge. Babangida na military governor.
Of course, now it was the one that appointed her from the lower court.
Okay.
You know, you can be appointed from the lower court.
Then you rise. Okay. Just wanted to be clear.
Yes. So you can see how people are using their position for the children to become commissioners in Rivers State. Who do you think made it possible?
Now one picking the commissioner. Now one picking the commissioner.
Who made it possible? That's what I'm asking you. If not Wike. No, answer me. You can see what is going on. So APC, they want to use Wike for so many things. I'm telling you, you can't rule it out. You can see the connection.
So with the threat of DSS they release now, when they talk to people won't protest. One, of course, NLC don't come and talk say they won't protest. Next thing DSS can say some people won't protest. And as DSS talk am, appeal court can't fix date for this judgment.
Of course.
DSS been sense and say appeal court will announce judgment and people go react to the judgment. So what's going to happen?
They know. They know.
What do you think will happen now at the end of the judgment?
No, what do you think will happen? They have already positioned themselves now to clamp down on any protest now. That's the meaning. That is just the meaning. There's no other explanation. They have already preempted those who want to foment trouble. That's the simple meaning now. All these things they are saying now, they are working towards an answer. You cannot tell me that they have not been hinted about the day the tribunal will give judgment.
But make we also give credit to the tribunal, because unlike during the tribunal hearings wey they go on, now they don't agree say then go broadcast the judgment on air. Everybody go hear them. You notice say that's one a laudable development, something we're supposed to be happy about.
It is not broadcast that it is the content of the judgment. If you broadcast what the ear does not want to hear, of what you use is that. My concern is that why did they delay the judgment? They delayed it. In fact, it was unduly delayed.
But Mr. Darlington, they talk about waiting ear no get to hear. Now waiting ear get to hear. Now we're supposed to look at on waiting the judgment supposed to be based on the evidences where we say the parties them provide and based on the rule of law and the constitution where we get.
Now let me ask you. I want to ask you.
Because I ask you now from your capacity. Maybe tell me based on your capacity as a lawyer.
Now I want to ask you one question.
Go on.
If somebody say you should bring your credential, your certificate, and that person is doubting your credential, is doubting your certificate, and you believe say your certificate na genuine one, are you not supposed to provide it?
Sharp.
Because somebody have provided one that is claiming that is fake, and it belongs to you. Then bring the original one that is not fake. Let us see it, and you refuse. Allow us to go to where you say you school so that we can. You say no, you block that area. Please, what other evidence are you looking for to tell you that something is fishy here? Is that what a tribunal is going to judge in favor of such a person? If tribunal judge in favor of such a person, what do you think people will say? They will clap for the tribunal, abi? You mean with all the effort Tinubu have made to block this particular certificate saga, you will now claim that Tinubu actually went to that school He graduated normally like every other student.
But a lot of people they talk say this same issue come up when he be governor, and say at the end of the day court throw away the cases because they not find anything to pin and down with. So you know if you say that normally waiting court don't already throw away before.
No,
and courts fit also talk say those cases already don't dey invalidated because courts don't throw away them before.
Criminal matter. If new evidence will show up, you can go back to it even in 50 years time. Are you getting what I'm saying? Criminal matter. If a new evidence will show up, you can go back to it. The way this matter has been discussed now, it has never been discussed since Tinubu started his political career. It has never been discussed. Nobody has gone to Chicago State University to go and find out what happened there. Nobody. It is this particular election that threw up so many things about Tinubu and his certificate. People have not dug into it as they have done now. Nobody. So all those times that they just did some what do I call abracadabra, and they say they threw it out on technical ground. What is technical ground for somebody who is parading a fake certificate? That is very obvious. Very, very obvious. So there is no way the tribunal will give it to Tinubu that he actually went to that school and graduated and the people will clap for them. No, it's not possible. People will frown at such a thing. They will frown at it. That's what I'm saying, because the evidence is very clear. Why is Tinubu blocking it? That is my question. Why is he blocking everywhere? He had to send a lawyer all the way to US to go and block it in the court. What for? No, tell me what for? If it is genuine and he actually went to that school, why are you afraid of people finding out? Tell me. There is something that does not add up here. It doesn't add up.
Moving forward, wetin we would expect from PEPT on the 6th, and wetin suppose be the reactions we go follow as judgments they come, and Nigerians that anticipate this judgment.
You see, the ball is in the court of Nigerians. If they want us to remain where we are, no problem, because this is a collective destiny that we are pursuing here. It is the collective destiny of Nigeria as a nation. If we all say okay, for peace reign, let us accept whatever they, no problem, but let nobody complain, because nobody can give what he does not have. It has never happened in the history of mankind. You can't give what you don't have. It's not possible.
But a lot of people they talk say Oga Tinubu na person wey get brain, wey sabi gather the best minds and all that.
Are you serious?
Now wetin dey praise am for? Na the way you use build Lagos. They say build Lagos, and I saw him carry build Lagos.
I have told you that Tinubu is a creation of Lagos Ibadan Press. They package him. All this thing that you are saying that when he was Lagos State governor, the press in Lagos were heavily bought not to talk anything, say anything or hear anything about Tinubu.
Mr. Darlington, this one allegation. No,
not allegation.
No say you no fit prove.
Hold on. If not, why is it that no press was able to dig out all these things about Tinubu before now? It is only opposition article. No, look at it yourself. You mean this thing happened today? Look at 1979. So what was the Lagos press doing when all this thing was going on in Lagos? Even the so-called governance in Lagos under him, how did it play out? Why is it that nobody? Remember that AIT did a documentary on the Lion of Odili. Good. Documentary evidence, hard facts about this man. What happened? He went to court to stop them from airing it.
Oh, they may stop them from airing it.
I said he went to court to stop them from airing it. And all of a sudden, a mystery fire gutted the engineering department. So every effort to unearth and reveal this man has always met a brick wall. So why? With all these things, do you need anybody to tell you that there is something that did not add up here? It's not about propaganda. The thing is very obvious. Even the market woman, and when you ask, they will tell you the story. To tell you that even the Lagos people were not happy with him. How did he lose Lagos? Lagos that he claimed to be his private estate. How did he lose it with such a number? So that will tell you that ab initio, this man is not what he claimed to be. The press are just packaging him. praising him to have. Meanwhile, nothing. Okay, look at it. Lagos he built. Every year when the Economic Intelligence Unit do survey of all the cities all over the world, Lagos will always come bottom last. As the worst city to live in. Worst city to live in. Of all the 172 cities all over the world. And this is a Lagos that Tinubu built to. So where is the evidence?
At least compared to other cities for Nigeria.
Are you serious? With the money coming into Lagos, my dear, if you give P2B Lagos, he will turn it into London. I swear to Almighty God.
All right, so
if he did what he did in Anambra with the mega IGR, you imagine what he would have done to Lagos with the money coming into Lagos. So let us not go there. I am praying that one day, Alausa, somebody will go to Alausa who is not from APC and then open the books. People will cry like the people will shed tears when they see what has happened there. They will shed tears because books don't lie. Books don't lie, no matter how long it takes. Books don't lie. Unfortunately, these people would have left office by then. Yes, now, because Sanwo-Olu is serving his last term. He would have left office by that time. I would not know who is coming again. So what I'm saying in essence is that you see this tribunal matter and the P2B, Peter Odili and Peter and Wike, they should be very careful. You know,
Mary
Odili, you know, it is a small fagot that will cause all this wildfire you are hearing in America and Europe. How did this start? It was not from a spark. All this wildfire you are hearing is from a spark. And when it started, nobody paid attention until the thing spread like wildfire.
All right.
Are you getting what I'm saying?
All right.
So I don't want a situation whereby people who knew what happened will come tomorrow and say, how did we get here? When everybody knew, people should rise up and condemn what is bad in Nigeria. We cannot surrender our destiny in the hands of one man who does not want to do the right thing. Because this tribunal judgment is setting a precedent. Remember, after this tribunal judgment, whatever comes out, people will refer to it in years to come. Is that not true?
So wetin go come happen?
So if you give a bad, not that time now, they will tell you that it was done, that judgment was a political judgment. Therefore, we should not refer to it. Just like they did with 12 to 3rd between Awolowo and the Shagari. And we don't want such a judgment again. You know that this thing is wrong, and you are trying to manage it because Obasanjo was showing Shagari up the Dambara even when the court have not ruled. That means you are afraid of doing the right thing as a judge. You are afraid. It does not matter if you are building castle in the air. Is not you are not building any castle. You cannot say because he has formed a government, he has done this, he has done that, therefore he should remain there. It's like you saw somebody who stole your property. He says, since I started using it, let me leave him. What have you done? He will, after using your own, he will go and use another person's own now. And when he says, that one he did the other time, nobody said anything now. And his supporters will make reference to it. That after all, the tribunal did not find him guilty. Now, can't you see it? Meanwhile, the man even knows. He knows that he's guilty. He knows. That's why he's fighting to block all avenues. He knows. So why can't you call a spade and do the right thing so that Nigeria can move forward? So that politicians will learn a lesson. All this brigandage during the election, it must stop. And the only way it can stop is that when court begin to knock it down, court should knock it down. When you have stolen people's mandate, the court should withdraw it from you and give it to the people.
All right.
That's what we are saying.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Darlington. Time no dey make we begin rush the go. Appreciate you as you follow us put mouth for inside this matter today. Thank you as you always yarn as it take be, as you update us as the updates carry come. Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Thank you, my dear.
Thank you so much. All right, my people. Now today updates now be this one, so we go also continue to be updating because now we dey update you for things and when they happen. You like what you dey hear, so or you make it click subscribe and comment. Also like if you like them.